Hi everyone. Okay, I just feel like I'm brain dead with video ideas at this point. Like I have nothing to talk about, but I mean Five Nights at Freddy's still creeps up in my mind once in a while. So yeah, The Unwithered Truth made a new video finally. Um I made a video believing that David from Secret of the Mimic is the one you shouldn't have killed from Ultimate Custom Night. And I think that makes the most sense to me because he was probably William Afton's first victim if William Afton caused David's death. I mean, if he did, it wouldn't be a surprise. But it would also make sense because the guy is literally evil. I have already said this before, and I'll say it again, that I just think that William Afton was born evil. We don't know anything about his childhood. Like, at all. And I thought of a movie and the analyzation of a character, Henry Evans from The Good Son, from 1993. Henry Evans, played by Macaulay Culkin, where Henry is born in a nice, stable family, and he's the reason why he is what he is because he was probably born that way, but also because his parents kind of spoiled him, and well he he had his parents' attention, but sometimes not so much when his siblings were in the family, such as his sister. His sister, Connie, played by Macaulay's real-life sister, Quinn, and his baby brother, Richard, who ironically is also played by one of Macaulay's siblings, only in a cameo, in a picture. So Henry acts the way that he does because he was born that way. He was a bit spoiled, had his parents' attention, but then it was taken away from him, and he got jealous. He murdered his baby brother by drowning him in the bathtub, and he tried to kill his sister, his cousin Mark, played by Elijah Wood, and his mother Susan. Then his mother Susan near the end of the film. But in the end, Henry dies when his mother tries to grab on both Henry and Mark, and Susan is like, no, I can't do this anymore. So he lets go of Henry and grabs onto Mark, and Henry falls to his death off a cliff and dies. And his body is washed away by the sea, and you never see him again, thank God. Sorry if I spoiled the plot, but yeah, I just think that William Afton is born evil, similar to Henry Evans. Like I said, David being the one you shouldn't have killed would probably make the most sense, especially circling back, considering that The Secret of the Mimic takes place in the 70s before FNAF 4. I mean, before the mini games that take place in 1983. So present day, removing Security Breach and Help Wanted, Ultimate Custom Night is basically William Afton's hell. And David being the one you shouldn't have killed makes sense to me. It really, really makes sense to me. Some people think that it's still Cassidy or Andrew being the one you shouldn't have killed. And honestly, I'm just tired of it at this point. I mean, I understand Andrew, but no, I don't know. No. I I understand, but now I just think it's highly unlikely. I mean, Andrew's, his physical appearance, or what he manifests as, he's supposedly a boy with curly black hair and blue eyes wearing a gator mask. And, the one you shouldn't have killed doesn't have curly hair. I'm not sure if he has blue eyes either. And it's a boy. It's a boy. The one you shouldn't have killed is a boy. The face of the one you shouldn't have killed in question is actually one of Scott's sons. I'm not kidding. It's one of his sons. And honestly, even though Scott tried to make their gender ambiguous, it's clearly a boy. It's clearly a boy. And for Cassidy, for frickin' Cassidy, she's clearly a girl. A girl! She has long black hair. She's clearly a girl with long black hair and pale skin. That is what her physical description tells us in The Fourth Closet. Not the Fourth Closet graphic novel. The Fourth Closet, book about her description of what she looks like. And people also still believe that the crying child is named Cassidy, but also some people also think that the crying child is the one you shouldn't have killed, and both of them don't make sense to me. Come on, people. Cassidy is mostly clearly a girl's name. I'm not stupid. Sure, it's a gender-neutral name, yes, but it's clearly mostly a girl's name. I'm serious. It was also a popular name for girls in the 1970s, and it still is. It still is popular for girls. I'm not kidding. And okay. So, the crying child being the one you shouldn't have killed just doesn't make sense to me. Why? Because he's supposedly one of William Afton's children. And even though it wasn't confirmed back then, it has been sort of confirmed now. And I'll take it. But him being the one you shouldn't have killed, it's specifically a child, a ghost, a spirit, a vengeful spirit, haunting and torturing William Afton. I'm pretty sure William Afton would not murder or experiment on his own fucking children. Okay? My God. Okay. The crying child being the vengeful spirit, a kid, a vengeful spirit, torturing William, his father. No. And besides, the crying child died when his brother, Michael, shoved him in Fredbear's mouth. It closed shut, and the crying child probably instantly died. Not at the hands of William. Okay? Can you please? I don't want to hear any of this BS. Oh my God. Okay. What did I tell you about theories and Five Nights at Freddy's as a whole? It's just getting tiring, and honestly, I'm just feeling really sort of uninterested. The only thing that would make me happy about Five Nights at Freddy's, if they actually answered other stuff that were in the past, and maybe include some stuff from the fan games being in the official FNAF universe, being in the official FNAF universe, being tweaked a little bit if Scott wanted to have his permission. Okay, that sounds a bit wrong, but okay, I just want something else that isn't a god, that aren't goddamn. I want stuff explained from the past, okay? We all want it. When FNAF 1 takes place, if the Foxy Bro and the Crunchhold are actually William Afton's children, and if the Foxy Bro is actually Michael Afton. You know, stuff like that. But no. Scott and Steele never actually answered these things. Do they? No, they do not. And I find it really annoying. I'm fine. Besides, we don't know anything about any other characters' lives, last names, ages, whatever. And about Michael Afton, we don't know if he started his own family or not. And honestly, I created my own version of the Schmidt family. Mike, Mary from Five Nights at Candy's, my OC, Quinzel Schmidt, being Mary, Mike's daughter, and Marilyn Schmidt, Mary's daughter, who is also in Five Nights at Candy's as Quinzel's younger sister. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thank you. If you didn't, that's fine. Please stay safe. Stay at home. Stay away from protests and segregated areas. And don't forget to smile. Be positive. Just be yourself. Bye.